next day, and during that day, while at work, I began to hand out my new business cards to whomever I could when the managers, and in particular Ralph, was neither looking nor around to know what I was doing. It would not become apparent to me that I made a little boo-boo in the process, until I was called into Ralph's office before the workday even began. Yes, another dreadful conversation with him was about to begin, and I was fully convinced that that was the day I would get the axe, in more ways than one. Without a word, he held up one of the business cards I handed out. I was immediately puzzled as to how he got a hold of it, since I had given them out when he wasn't in sight. He said, "My sister, who works here, got your business card." Winston, revenge for hire. What an interesting concept. Where did you come up with the idea? At home, in private, Ralph answered. Are you trying to plot revenge against me, Winston? He asked. I gather that's why you started this. No, Ralph, I answered. I did this because I wanted to help people. That's just a working title. I plan to change it soon. I actually wanted to start my own clothing line. Nice try, Ralph said. Punch your card and go home. Puzzled, I asked why. Because you're fired, he replied. You can't fire me just because I start my own business, Ralph. That's against the law. But it's not against my law, he retorted. If you start your own business, then everyone else will start their own business, and I'm not having it. Goodbye. Without a further word, I left the office, and by extension, the workplace, for the last time. As I proceeded homeward, I was upset. No, wait. I was downright angry. My job performance meant nothing to him because of that. From that day on, I was determined to stick it to him where I knew it would hurt. In his wallet. So when I got home, I called my lawyer through my legal membership plan and explained to him what the problem was. On the other hand, it was a good thing I carefully placed my webcam in Ralph's office. Now, however, I had to get it back somehow. I figured I had just enough fodder to show my lawyer that my now ex-boss was really being corrupt. There was one person, however, whom I knew I could trust. Nigel Peabody. He was loyal, and it showed. Even he, however, felt that Ralph's days as business owner would soon be numbered. He and Ralph hardly spoke to each other, and they weren't on friendly terms when they did. For some reason, Ralph felt scared of Nigel. Nigel, of course, would never, ever let you shove and or push him around, for any reason. Mind you, he would try to earn your respect, but he would want your respect in return, which only makes sense. After all, they don't call it the golden rule for nothing, you know. His aunt was the company's secretary/receptionist. She was nice. Like anyone else, though, you best not push her around. In the past, she has said a few choice words, which I will not relate here, but that was because some people got on her bad side and stayed there longer than was absolutely necessary. In any case, when I went to pick up my final paycheck, I was able to pull Nigel aside in private and ask him if he could retrieve my hidden webcam. He said it would be no problem. He knew, some way, somehow, that the secretary knew when Ralph would and would not be in the building at particular points throughout the day. It just so happened that that was one of those moments when Ralph was nowhere to be seen. He had gone out to play golf, his favorite pastime, so getting into his office was no problem for Nigel. Besides, that day he wasn't particularly busy. In fact, yet unbeknownst to him, he was about to be sent home early for the day. So, without even Mildred knowing about it, he managed to sneak into Ralph's office, safely and quietly dismantle my webcam, and carry it out, all inconspicuously. Once I got it back, I thanked him, gave him $20 for his trouble, after which the supervisor had sent him home early, and then, with my final check in my pocket, I headed for the bank.